Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. Alrighty. Ooh, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Missed you yesterday. All right, so we were working on careers in the STEM field yesterday. So if you didn't finish up yesterday, we had a couple of people who finished up yesterday, but a few of you who did not. So make sure that you work on STEM. Everybody, you know that STEM is for science, technology, engineering, and math. Now they have STEAM, where they have added the arts to it. So it's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And those are careers that are in the trending these days. So those are interesting things to look at. All right, so that was yesterday. So if you didn't finish up yesterday, you're just piling on work because we today. um, okay, all righty. So today we're going to look at careers in trades, in the trade industry. And again, I can't go in as you because it comes up differently. So I'm not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to start from here. All right, so if you need me to put this link in the chat, I mean, I'll just do it because sometimes some of you have trouble finding where the assignment is. And we had some lovely people to just come in. All right, so that's what we're doing today. And it is, so yours is student paced. And I will just sit here and wait to see how many you log in. Arnell gets the prize all the time for being first. And I do want to say this, folks. You come to class to do classwork. So let's get on it. None of these assignments take longer than a class period to do. Most of them can be done in half a class. So if you got something else to do, do this first and then do other things later. But you all, and next week it's going to be like the deadline for makeup work. So stop piling stuff on because some of y'all owe lots of stuff. All right, thank you, folks. So we got Carter, Nia, Ronell, right. We got a lot of people with the R's in this class. R's have it. All righty.
Bro.
Okay. See, there's another one. Riley, Rylan, Ryder. All right, folks, there are 17 people logged into class, and I got, what, 8 people listed here? So 10 of y'all is sitting there doing nothing. This is the second one. You did one yesterday. So yes, Omari, you did complete yours yesterday. You were one of the wonderful folks that finished up beforehand and got to leave early. And same thing today. Actually, so let's get logged in, get it over with. And again, do this one first. And then once you log into a Nearpod, you need to go all the way through, because if you try to go back in, it's going to make you start all over again. So you can't pause it and say, I'll finish it later. If you log out, it's going to make you start over again. All your scores will be gone. Now, this is a activity where I have to put the score in, so it's going to record your score in Nearpod, and so you do not have to do anything except complete this, and then I will go back in and check the grades. Like when I stop sharing this, I'm going to go back and check yesterday's to see how many of you finished up after we logged off. So we're looking at careers in the trade industry today. Yesterday was in the science, technology, engineering, and math industry. All right. So once those of you who haven't logged in, like I said, you must want to do the 7th grade over again next year. Okay. All right. How do you get prepared for life after school? You're not going to be in school all your life. All right, so the objective is to learn what it's like to have a career in a trade, and evaluate how your skills and interests align with that career field. So that's what the quiz will be about. There was a nice little drawing activity yesterday. All right, so you have a video to watch. All right, so I'm going to stop here and let you get through this at your own pace. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Y'all catch up with me.
As more and more high school students graduate and decide to go to four-year colleges and universities, skilled trade workers are needed now more than ever. The Mid-Minnesota Builders Association is working to introduce students to the trades and show the potential career paths students can take. Reporter Rachel Johnson has more.
A study conducted last summer in Minnesota found that 73% of construction firms and trade employers are having a hard time filling positions.
There's a real shortage of talented, skilled carpenters, electricians, plumbers out there, and we think getting to them early, show them that some blue-collar work is a good thing and there's career paths, will get them interested after high school and help out with our labor shortage.
And it pays good money.
Association started a program 3 years ago to introduce students to the possibilities outside of a traditional four-year degree.
Our mission as a board and as a membership is to visit area high schools, letting students know about different career options past high school.
It's our 3rd year of doing this. Area schools in the areas we service, which is Crow Wing County, Lower Cass, and part of Wadena County.
14 trade businesses from around the area packed the gym today at Crosby Ironton High School for the first Tools for Schools of the year.
There's nothing off base that they can talk about. They are welcome to ask any types of questions. We just want to have them have a little bit of a snippet on different career opportunities.
Along with the event, the association donated $1,000 worth of tools to the shop classes at the school.
This is the first Tools for Schools event of the year, with 2 more coming up in Pillager and Pequot Lakes.
The businesses range from construction to electrical companies, all teaching the ins and outs of what it's like working in the trades.
I think that it's important to let kids know that there's options beyond just the 4-year college route. There's a lot of good jobs out there right now.
Though going to a trade school after high school might not be the traditional route, those who do will learn valuable lifelong skills.
Those are skills that, that might be your career, but that's something that you can take with you and no one can take it away.
There's been, I think, a lack of showing kids what life can be like, pounding a nail or being a plumber or pulling wires. There's a lot of good lives that can be done.
Reporting from Crosby, Rachel Johnson, Lakeland News.
The next Tools for Schools event will be held at Pequot Lakes High School on February 26th.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland PBS.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing there and let you continue on with this on your own. But one of the things with all of these new high schools that's kind of sad is that they don't have shop class anymore, what they were calling shop class. And that's something that I grew up with. All the high schools had shop classes, and now we have all this technology, and they've done away with shop classes in most high schools. There might be a school designed specially. Do you all have one? One that is designed especially for trades classes, mechanics and agriculture and things like that? Is there one like that in Muskogee? I know general high schools these days just don't have shop classes anymore. So it's kind of hard to get into this experience. All right, so I'm going to stop talking, let you do what you got to do. Finish this up. Finish today's work today first, and then if you have to finish yesterday's or finish up other work, do that later. So like I said, I'm going to check as soon as I do attendance, I'm going to check on who finished up yesterday and record those scores. I'll record these scores tomorrow. A reminder, you need to answer all questions as you go through the activity. It records participation as well as your answers to the question. And I add the two scores together, participation and the quiz score. Mhm. I see 3 good answers on the collab. Good board so far. Uh, Good afternoon. If you just came in, I put the link for the assignment in the chat. As I look at Go Guardian, I only see half of y'all doing the activity at all. Again, you're running out of time. You're letting work pile up on you back to back. Just- Okay, I'm gonna check on that. Page 23, you said? Stay deeper. Page 22. All right, so 22 is the virtual thing that you can rotate through. And 23 is also black for me. If it lets you skip it, skip it. All right, folks, 23 for some reason is a black page. So just skip it. It's not an activity that you can do. It looked like, I want to check another way. It looked like it was a poll page, but it kind of skips over to another virtual page. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's blacked out for everybody, but I'm going to check it in the individual slides and see what was on that page. Mm. That's 33. Mm. Um, 23 actually is the slide with the picture that looks like they're in the boiler room so that is, I think it's a blank slide, but they skip to the next one, the next virtual. So don't worry about 23 being blank, just go to 24 and do the virtual field trip. Then answer the open-ended question. Now, when you get to, okay, good. And I think you were done yesterday too, Ronell, so good job. The one that says click to go to the website, I don't know if it'll let you do that because sometimes things like that are blocked, but it's not important. You can just continue to the next page. Ronell, did it let you click on the website? where it says click to open the web page. Did it let you do that? Yeah, are you that far yet? That's slide 27. Okay. All right. I'm just checking because sometimes like, yeah, it's blocked. It's okay. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just move on to the next one. It does not hinder your progress.